go get 'em.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So we're gonna get started on this men's facial with beard treatment. The beard treatment is gonna be a little bit of the high frequency. We're gonna go ahead and get the client draped, make sure his ears are tucked in, that it's not pulling on the head wrap or anything like that. And as you guys know, I'm using all image products. I also am going to be doing kind of like a sped up version because it is sort of a long video. Right now, I'm going to be doing some aromatherapy. I believe I went in with the lavender. I don't know what I said. It was probably kind of funny. That's why he started laughing. But yep, we're going to do the aromatherapy and then we're just going to go ahead and get started with the facial. Now, we all know that we all love a good beard, but we got to make sure the beard is clean. So I am taking a damp towel and kind of shimmying his beard a little bit before I go in with this first cleanse. I did ask him if when I was like kind of shimming his beard, if it felt kind of uncomfortable to him. He said no, so I just kind of went with that motion. I did go down with the hair growth. I did not go against the hair growth at all because we do know that when we go against the men's hair growth, it does feel uncomfortable for them. So that's just a little tip for you guys. Now, I did go in with a sponge and really clean his beard, and then I went back in with the towel to make sure I got all of that and suds out of his beard. Now we're going to do the second cleanse and we're going to do a little bit of steam so we can open up the pores a little bit and we can really get in with the second cleanser and we can actually do a little bit of treatment work for him. So with the second cleanser, I mainly focused on the upper 2/3 of his face. I did get in a little bit into the beard area, but I really wanted to target his dehydrated areas with the second cleanser to bring a little more hydration back into his skin. So here I am getting started on some slight extractions. He didn't have too much from what I could see initially. Once I started getting a little more into his skin, after I exfoliated, I seen that he did need a little more extractions. So I ended up extracting first and then exfoliated. And once I exfoliated, I seen he did need a little more in-depth extractions. And so I went back in and extracted a little bit more. Yes, I do know that's not the usual protocol, but I did ask the client if he wanted me to do further extractions after I exfoliated, and he did say yes. So like I said before, this is me going back in and doing a little more in-depth extractions. Like I said, once when I exfoliated, I was able to kind of get away all of the dead skin, and I was able to actually really see his skin and see like he had minor pustules and pustules. He had a little bit of blackheads that needed to be extracted. He had some slight ingrowns along his beard line. I was able to get all of those out. All right, y'all. So if you guys are a little squeamish and don't like the pimple popping videos, now is a good time to speed up because I am going to end up extracting it. It's not zoomed in, but stuff does come out. Just a forewarning. You might want to look away. Look away. All right, for all you guys who had turned your head and looked away, you guys can start watching now. Just felt like I had to give you guys that warning ahead of time, because not many people enjoy the videos, but I myself do enjoy them. So I actually went ahead and switched to my skin scrubber. There was some congestion on his nose that I wasn't fully able to get, and then also on his forehead, and I felt like the skin scrubber was able to get all of that up out of his pores, which it did an amazing job. I am in love with my skin scrubber now. I want to use it all the time, but I do know that you have to be very careful when you use it because it is a very sharp edge. I don't want to cut anybody. So now here we're going into a little bit of massage. We all know we love the facial massage. It's the most amazing part of the facial. It is definitely one of my favorite parts of the facial to give and to receive. And we definitely can't forget the neck and the shoulders, part of the massage. You know, we get a little extra tip here and there once you actually put them to sleep. My goal for the facial massage is to put my client to sleep and to make them snore. So here I am adding a jelly mask. It's going to be calming and balancing. Okay, so here I am going in the beard area with a little bit of high frequency. We all know high frequency promotes hair growth, kills bacteria. Even though I did cleanse in the beard area, it's always good to go back and do high frequency, because if he had any like sparse areas that he wanted more like grown in, I'm gonna hit that with the high frequency, and we're gonna see the hair growth. And we want full luscious beards, don't we? Here we're going in with more high frequency, but we're going to be going over the areas where we did extractions at, just to kind of target the areas, make sure there is no leftover bacteria, make sure that we're getting all of the extra stuff that could be under the surface. We want all of that to come back up. So we're going to go with the mushroom head, then we're going to go with the more pointed tip, get in the nose, all the crevices. We covered everything. Now we're going to come in with a hydrating serum. Now we're going in with a lip treatment so we can make sure our client's lips are hydrated and they're not, crusty or anything like that. It's weather is starting to change, so hydration on your lips is very, very important. And then also, I'm just getting my footage for video purposes, social media purposes, and that is the end of the facial. It is in the afternoon, later evening time afternoon, so I didn't do SPF, but I normally would do SPF on the client. All right, so now we are going to switch over to the back facial. This is going to be my first cleanse. Um, for the first cleanse and for the back facial, just in general, I usually do a lot of steam to make sure we get all the pores opened up the whole entire time. We're going to do some extractions as well on the back because, as we all know, it's about to be springtime, it's about to be summertime, we're about to be outside, and we want the back to look as amazing as our face. Okay, so this is going to be the second cleanse for the back facial. Not many people realize how much dead skin is on your back. You can go ahead and scrub as much as you want with a loofah or with a towel, but if you really don't get in there, you still can have a lot of dead skin on your back, and that's where a lot of people have problems with, where they get the back acne or back knee, is what we like to call it. And then also, not many people realize how dehydrated their back is, whether from drinking, just not drink, drinking enough water in general. But you need to book a back facial with me, or just in general for an esthetician. It's always a good service to do. So now we are going in with a physical exfoliant. I'm just only going to do a light exfoliant here just because I didn't want to get too intense with the first cleanse, and with the second cleanse, I did get up a lot of dead skin from his back. So I didn't want to go in too much with a actual physical exfoliant as well. And here we are going to go in with my favorite part, extractions. He didn't have too many extractions on his back. It was mostly in the areas where you couldn't reach. Then I'm also going to go in with a clay mask to absorb all of those under the skin extractions that I possibly could not have gotten. It's going to dry everything out and bring everything up to the surface. Then here we are going to do a light massage, because if you guys haven't noticed, most of the back facial is like you're getting a massage. I am putting the cleanser on you with certain motions that I'm doing. It is going to feel like a massage. So for the actual massage, it's kind of a little added extra. I don't do a deep massage, but I did do a light massage on this client because he did ask for it. Here we are going in with a hydrating serum, and I mixed in a little bit of SPF with the serum just to kind of do like a two-in-one step. And that is the end of my back facial. Thanks for watching.